Day after the Edo State Commissioner of Police, Monday, Agbonika personally led troops of joint security operatives at the dead of the night to launch offensive attacks against kidnappers in the forest. The commander, 4 Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Ahmed Balogun, also personally led troops of joint security operatives to the kidnappers' hideouts and launched massive military clearance and offensive actions against kidnappers. Both security operations led to the arrest of several suspected kidnappers allegedly caught in the act inside the bush, with the identities of the arrested suspects indicating that most of the kidnappers terrorizing Edo State are from the far northern part of Nigeria, an observation which appeared to have challenged the public policy statement made earlier in January 2026 by the Edo State Governor, Monday Okpebholo, who stated that many of those involved in the kidnapping surge in Edo State are indigenes of the area, saying, "That may be the reason some kidnappers wear face masks." The governor made this statement as kidnapping in the state appeared to have become worse in 2026 and very rampant in a manner that indicated that an average of 1 to 2 persons are being kidnapped in a day in Edo State, as more than 60 persons became new victims of the increasing criminal activities in the state since the beginning of 2026. Like, in January 2, 2026, 2 brothers, Dr. Abu Ibrahim Babatunde, a medical doctor on housemanship, and Abu Tahir, a fresh graduate, were kidnapped at the gate of their residence along City Pride Road, Igbira Camp in Auchi. The kidnappers initially demanded a 200 million naira ransom, and tragically, on January 5, one of the 2 brothers was found dead. On January 9, 2026, 8 indigenes of a Moga community in the Akoko Edo local government area of the state were abducted from a hotel along Okpebholo Road. Since the start of 2026, Edo State has experienced a significant surge in kidnappings, leading to widespread protests at Okpebholo in the Edo Central Senatorial Zone, with multiple police rescue operations, including the incidents reported early February 2026, where police rescued 9 victims, including 5 children and a separate group of 14 victims. This is that, earlier on January 22, 2026, a farmer named Monday Adero was kidnapped and later rescued, and in late January, another farmer, Abraham Udwa, and his 2 wives, Brinda and Anna, were abducted from Agoro Amende community but successfully rescued by security forces. In mid-January, Ake Favor and a former student union leader were kidnapped in Edo Central. Troubled by the surge in kidnapping in the state, residents and students of Ambrose Ali University, AAU, staged a major protest on January 10, 2026, citing daily kidnappings and the abduction of a university professor and numerous students. On February 2, 2026, a family of 9 was ambushed at Eko Abeku Ioa Road in Ovia Northeast local government area, and the kidnappers demanded a 260 million naira ransom for 4 children and 2 women still held after 5 others were rescued or released. That aside, on January 31, 2026, gunmen intercepted a commercial bus near Ekiodola, shooting the driver and taking passengers into the bush. Police later rescued 13 victims. In mid-January 2026, multiple residents in Okpebholo were abducted, including a victim captured on CCTV being taken from his compound. According to Captain Kennedy Anyanwu, the Assistant Director of Army Public Relations at 4 Brigade Nigerian Army, troops of 4 Brigade Nigerian Army, in collaboration with personnel of the Nigerian Air Force, Edo State Police Command, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and the Edo State Security Corps, on the 4th of February 2026 conducted a clearance operation, codenamed Operation Igbo Danu 1, to neutralize, flush out terrorists, kidnappers and rescue victims at Asara community in Etsiko West local government area, as well as Auchi and Okpebholo communities, all in Edo North Senatorial District of Edo State. During the operation, 8 suspected kidnappers and illicit drug peddlers were arrested. The suspects were identified as Jamalu Muhammad, 25, Kasim Abu, 33, Brimo Afiz, 31, Suleiman Hamisu, 36, Lawan Umaru, 25, Bawa Awal, 24, Musa Umaru, 40, and Amodu Atai, 50. Weapons recovered from the suspects include one English auto-pump action gun, 4 live cartridges, and 1 locally made pistol. Other items seized were a point-of-sale (POS) machine, 2 cutlasses, a Nikon digital camera, 2 Android phones, a metal hook, 5 bottles of codeine syrup, 2 Indian hemp weighing scales, and quantities of substances suspected to be cannabis sativa, tramadol, ice, loud and collos. The sum of 87,550 nairas was also recovered. The suspects and recovered items have been handed over to the Edo State Police Command for further investigation. In a related development, troops of 4 Brigade, in conjunction with the Edo State Police Command, also combed the Avili Forest in Etsiko West local government area aimed at flushing out suspected terrorists and kidnappers. During the raid, 5 suspected kidnappers, Isiaka Abu Bakar, 37, Muhammad Abu Bakar, 25, Yusuf Abu Bakar, 24, Muhammad Somu, 20, and Isiaka Ibrahim, 30, were arrested. Items recovered from them include 2 motorcycles, 2 Android phones, and a power bank. The suspects and recovered items were also handed over to the police for further investigation. The commander, 4 Brigade, Brigadier General Ahmed Balogun, who led the operations, commended the swift response and collaboration among the security agencies. He warned that Edo State will be untenable for terrorists, kidnappers and other criminal elements to carry out the nefarious activities. He also reaffirmed the Brigade's commitment to safeguarding lives and properties in the state. He expressed appreciation to the General Officer Commanding 2 Division, Nigerian Army, Major General Shinidu Nebefe, for his strategic guidance and support. While ASP Eno Ikiodum, the Edo Police Command Public Relations Officer, had stated that, in continuation of the joint clearance operations, a meticulously executed night operation that underscores the resolve of synergized security forces to confront crime at its roots was conducted. The Edo State Police Command, in the early hours of Tuesday the 3rd of February 2026, carried out a daring raid deep within the Agbonika Forest, Etsiko West local government area of Edo State, leading to the arrest of 6 suspects. The operation was launched following a critical intelligence breakthrough provided by a kidnapped victim who was able to clearly identify the forest camp where he had been held captive. Acting decisively on this lead, the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Command, CP Monday Agbonika, personally led a formidable joint team comprising the Nigeria Police Force, the Nigerian Army, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, the Edo State Security Corps, ESSC, and local hunters into the heart of the forest under the cover of darkness. Demonstrating precision and determination, the joint team drove for approximately 3 hours until the end of the last accessible motorable road. From that point, the operatives advanced on foot, navigating dense forest paths and crossing three locally constructed wooden bridges to reach the identified camp. The silent advance, which lasted close to two additional hours, ensured tactical surprise and prevented any compromise of the mission. Upon arrival at the location at about 3:45 a.m., the area was swiftly cordoned off in a well-coordinated encirclement, effectively cutting off all escape routes. A thorough sweep of the camp resulted in the arrest of 6 suspects identified as Mikel Jendiga, male, aged 41 years, from Benue State; Yusuf Abu Bakar, male, aged 34 years, from Kano State; Isiaka Abraham, male, aged 30 years, from Kogi State; Isiaka Abu Bakar, male, aged 37 years, from Kano State; Muhammad Sumo, male, aged 20 years, from Kano State; and Muhammad Abu Bakar, male, aged 25 years, from Kano State. The suspects are currently being profiled and subjected to intensive investigation by officers of the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, Benin City, for diligent prosecution. Describing the operation as a clear message to criminal elements, the Commissioner of Police commends the courage, discipline, and seamless inter-agency collaboration displayed by all personnel involved. He reaffirms the command's determination to take the fight against organized crime to the abode of suspected criminals at their most remote locations and warned that Edo State forests will no longer serve as safe havens for criminals. The Edo State Police Command urges members of the public to remain vigilant and to continue supporting security agencies with timely and credible information, assuring citizens that sustained intelligence-led operations will remain a key strategy in securing lives and property across the state.
Brigade, you the news in a more digital way.